Right, hello everyone, back for the second part that I mentioned earlier on. Well, it's not really a second part because this is a different project. So this is going to be my Pride rainbow cup, in case you can't tell, it's quite obvious. I glittered this earlier on. The glitter is just stuck on there with Mod Podge glue, and that's been spinning for a couple of hours to dry. As you can see, I've got my epoxy here going nicely. And then we're going to use some of these. These are alcohol inks, and I've got them in colours to match the glitter. These are just generic ones that I got from Amazon, but they're very good. Colours work nicely. And then we're going to do a little bit of galaxy swirling with this. I haven't used it yet, I bought it the other day. It's one of the things from the Alumilite brand, which, as you may know, is the epoxy that I like to use. And this is a pearlescent powder, so we're just going to give it a few swirls over the top with some pearlescent powder once we've finished. Hopefully just give it a little bit more depth and a little bit more interest. So the epoxy is all mixed. I've made quite a lot of it because I am going to want some for swirling later on. So first thing to do, let's get some epoxy on this glitter. And as we're going to be doing alcohol inks, we want it to move, so I do need quite a lot of epoxy on here, otherwise it's not going to move and give us the swirls that we generally like. It's those swirls that I love when we're doing this. I'm not too worried about the fact that the glitter is shifting over the colours, because I'm going to be putting alcohol inks on top, and that's going to not completely cover the glitter, but it's going to give us more depth, and it will make the top a bit of a peekaboo with the glitter rather than it being full-on glitter. Not everybody likes full-on glitter, so we're not going to do that this time. Just want to get this on just quickly. I'm not too worried about it being even. I'm not overly worried about bubbles. I just want to try and slap some on nice and quickly, so we're ready to move on to the next bit of the decorating. Get that on all the way up there. And this one isn't being made with anyone in particular in mind. If any of you decide that you love this one, just let me know in a message, and if not, it will go up onto my eBay shop like the others do. Once it's finished, it'll probably be ready to go up there in a couple of days, I would have thought. Okay, right, let's change the gloves. Try and make sure you've got a good view of this and it's not wonky, because that would do my head in, sitting watching something wonky all the day. Hoping now you've got a straighter view. Right, so we're going to start then with this one. This is the alcohol ink red, and it's just going to get a couple of drops just to intensify that red colour at the top there. I love the effects that alcohol inks give, especially when you put them over glitter, because it just gives such a beautiful depth of colour. Okay, let's move on, because I've dropped a bit there in the orange, but that's okay, because I can put some orange ink over the top, and that will be just fine. Got my favourite Planet Rock on in the background, as you can probably hear. I've got it on chilled rock today. Not quite sure what it's playing, but it's cool. See how this is already getting a beautiful depth of colour to it, where the alcohol ink is going on over the glitter. Right, and into the green. This is the same blue that I use for the sky on the beach cups and on the beach glasses. Again, beautiful, rich colour. Let's just have another one there. And then finally, some of this gorgeous purple, just to intensify that purple colour. And I do want these alcohol inks to blend into each other. That's kind of the whole point of the blending and the melding together. Looks like the internet's playing up a little bit, it keeps freezing. All you're missing at the moment is just me dripping on some more alcohol ink where I want it, just to build up that base colour. If you do this yourself, you can see quite easily which areas have the ink and which areas don't. It's quite clear with the depth of colour whether you've got it or not and how much you've got. So I think the blue's pretty much there actually. Just a little bit more there, I think. And then we'll just finish off with some more of this at the bottom. Actually, I can see a bit of a blob there with the blue, but I'm actually going to use the purple to blend that rather than add more blue, because I'm quite liking that. There's also a bit there that needs a bit more green on it that I've just noticed. There's the bits with the blue. I'll give that a bit more purple instead. So So that can all blend in together. And then just looking for, there it is, there it comes. Just that little bit there. Okay. So the next part of this is going to be the iridescent swirls. And as I say, I'm using this product. It's a new one that I haven't tried before, the pearlescent powder from Alumilite. And I don't want too much of this because I don't want it to be too solid. I don't want it to cover the rainbow too much. I want to get a really good iridescent on there, but I want to still be able to see the glitter underneath. So I don't want this too opaque. So this is quite pretty. I don't know if you can see it in there. Quite a shimmery, iridescent colour there. Let's have a look and see how that's doing. Do a bit around the top. And there you go, you can see with the heat now that's starting to move. But what I do want with this is I want some horizontal movement on it as well, not just side to side. So I'm going to pick it up like this and just keep it moving so it can drip this way a bit. And then again, like that. And see how that's starting to move up and down now as well as side to side. I might just give that a little bit more heat. Rather like this. turn in the opposite direction for a while, because then that will swirl it the other way. And that, I think, I'm happy with. Let's just bring this down a bit more so you can see a bit closer what we've got, except I can't undo that at the moment. Oh, never mind, we'll just have to manage, because I can't get it to go any lower at the moment, so I can't get it any closer. So that's the Pride glitter rainbow with iridescent swirls. Maybe I can move the light on this so you can see it from a slightly different angle. So that will now be left just to turn for a few hours, and I'll come back to you later and show you how it's getting on. But for now, that's it.